Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum,
I'm Sam.
and today we're reviewing Aberlour A'bunadh.
Are you going first with yours? Because we've got different batches this time. I believe with the A'bunadh, people are interested in the batches, and there's a bit of difference. So we're going to go through and give our slight differences if we find any.
Yep.
So, Kelly, what have you got?
So I have the batch number 66, and it is 59.2% alcohol. So what's that, 118.4? Top of my head, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
I believe
yours?
so. And I have batch 64, and it's 50. Can you even see this? All right, I have batch number 64, 59.9%. All righty, so let's give this a pour.
Now my wax is a bit dodgy on top, but that time it managed to stay on top.
I actually had a look because the wax on top of mine came off. I put it back on, but the corks are made with, I don't know, some damn good quality. Like the wood is polished and it's, I don't know. I'm a fan of the corks. I'm a fan of the whole bottle design, actually.
I'm a fan of the whiskey, so...
Oh, I'm a fan of the whiskey the most, but I like everything what they're doing. So mine, as I said, is 60%, 59.9.
Yeah.
That is particularly beefy. That is one of the higher proofs that I've had. I mean, we've had a fair few cask strength whiskies, but 60%, you don't often get a lot higher than that. I think the highest whiskey I've ever had is the Stag Junior. I forget which batch it was. We did the review of it though.
Yeah.
And that was 66%.
Is that high?
Yeah. Yeah, and the flavors in that, well, just go watch it because it's to punch you in the face whiskey.
We'll link it down below.
Yeah. Now, so Aberlour, the distillery is about 140 years old. So it's pretty old. It's one of the older distilleries. It's a Highland single malt. The A'bunadh, the specific A'bunadh, which is Gaelic for the original, and that refers to obviously the cask strength version that we're both drinking today. And it is a blend of barrels, all from the same distillery, which is what single malt means. It's not all the same mash bill barrel, which is what a lot of people think. So it's a blend of barrels that age from 5 years to 25 years. So massive range. You don't often get that big of a range on whiskies. Yeah. So you can be getting barrels at least 5 years old, but up to 25, which is a lot. So if there's a high percentage of 25-year-old barrels, the cost that you get that thing at, that's pretty good.
All right, so let's jump in the nose. So as we said before, it's a really high percent. So you obviously get that the burn on the nose from the alcohol.
Yeah, you probably need to back it off a little bit.
Yeah, especially if you delve deep into it, like I just did.
Yeah, you might burn your nose.
Burn your nose. You obviously get those the sherry casks coming through.
Definitely.
It just smells so good. I love this whiskey.
It's kind of like similar to that. What was it? It was the first cask strength we ever had. It was the Ben Rake. I have no idea what batch it was. It was so long ago, but it was Ben Rake cask strength.
I think it was number
similar to this in it that it was like I get the note of like salted raisins, and the saltiness comes from the like extremely high proof matched with the Oloroso and. Actually, I don't know what other, is it just Oloroso Sherry?
I think so.
It's, Spanish Oloroso Sherry, which is the raisiny, sugared sweetness that you get, but the high proof mashed and it's kind of like salted and it's...
Yeah. And it was the Ben Rake cask number 2. It was,
number 2 was that?
Number 2.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
It was like 3 years ago at least.
Yeah, I want to get a new Ben Rake. See what they taste like now, but
I'd like to see if they've maintained quality.
It was a very early cask we had.
It was very early,
and
very early in our like whiskey journey. So it was magical to us, a cask strength whiskey, because we were used to Johnny Walker. The best we could do was Japanese, which is damn good, but like often not known for high proof. Woo.
There's obviously that little kick from the alcohol burn, but then there's like underlayers of all that sherried cask. And there's a few. I reckon there's like caramel notes with a touch of vanilla just on top. It's kind of a sweet whiskey, but it's delicious.
Yeah. The alcohol content kind of like counters that sweetness though, and adds that kind of savory saltiness that does counter it as well. And for me, I'm not sure what carries through with batches, batch to batch, what differences there are, but I'm getting like a little bit of like orange zest, like when you pinch a bit of orange peel over the top of like a old fashioned or something. I'm getting that like spritz of that orange zest oil. It's bitter, but it's really nice.
Yeah, I find the normal Aberlour a bit wishy-washy, I kind of want to say. Like, it's just really sweet, but there's...
In general, Highland malts, for some reason, it's been very recent for me. I've mentioned to you multiple times. Highland malts...
It's a Speyside.
I don't know. I've just been...
It's a Speyside. Alright, so in between cuts, we've discovered that these Aberlours actually come from different regions of Scotland somehow. So
we think. We don't know what's going on. That's the problem. So on each bottle, we'll see if we can get it to focus.
I'll quickly show you. Alright, so as you can see, mine is a Speyside and Sam's is a Highland. And I'm not entirely sure why that is, but because Sam started ranting on about a Highland, I went, hang on, it's a Speyside. Reading off my bottle.
Because I was the rant I halfway went through was that lately I don't like Highland malts. I'm not sure why. I just get kind of like a dirty, mildewy, old sock flavor from it, unless it's cask strength, which is just the quick version of what I was gonna say. And then Curly interrupted me and was like, It's not a Highland malt, it's a Speyside. And so I was like, excuse me, my bottle says it's Highland. He showed his bottle and he said Speyside. So now we're left a little bit confused. So if anyone in the comments wants to tell us what the hell's going on, did they up and leave, or are they sourcing, or I don't know. Do they have multiple distilleries? Is there some sort of ambiguity about regions? Is there some overlap? I don't know. Let us know if you know, because we're a bit confused.
Chuck it down below and let us know. So on my batch number 66 on the taste, it's like heavily sherried. There's a lot more, from what Sam described, there's a lot more vanilla notes running through mine, and a bit more salted caramel.
I'm not sure I get much vanilla.
There's like a hint of chocolate as well.
It's chocolate.
It tastes it's chocolate with caramel, like salted caramel in it. It tastes exactly like this. And
I was expecting you were going to say dark chocolate because of how like dark and rich this is.
No, it's like milk chocolate. It's really...
okay. Mine kind of, mine has kind of like some cocoa powder sprinkled on top. Maybe even a little bit of like espresso on top as well. The finish is long for this. Like it just keeps going.
It's long and oily.
Very tacky, like it's...
I can still feel it in the back of my throat, even now.
The sweetness starts lifting away, and like that alcohol grabs your tongue a bit. And I feel like for me, with my batch, I'm left with that kind of overarching raisin note.
I get like raisin sultana, if you're from Australia. That raisin note, just that really dark fruit, just lingers on the back of your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
It's still there. Yeah. It's still lingering. Yeah.
I love this whiskey. It's one of my favorites. It's definitely one of my favorite Highlands, Speysides.
Highland or Speyside.
I can't even say that now. I can't even say it's one of my favorite Highlands because I don't know what the hell it is.
What happens if we Google? Can you Google Aberlour and just see what region comes up?
Everybody thinks of Speyside as a region in its own right, but technically it's a sub-region of the Highlands, which explains why some Speyside distilleries choose to label their whiskey as Highland. If that's the case, then that makes sense. It was like what I said before. There's some like ambiguity in the like regions. There's some overlap, Venn diagram works going on. Alrighty, thank you for watching this episode of Everything Whiskey Quarantine Edition. I think this will be number 3 or something. We're going to keep this rolling for a while. I just want to spit out some more content, give you guys some more reviews to work with. So today we reviewed batch 66 and 64 of the Aberlour A'bunadh. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.